All right, guys, let's do a quick update. This one is going to be rather interesting. Because one thing about it, I try to be politically correct, especially because most of the guys that are in my coalition, they're going to hear this video. They're probably going to see this video, but I'm going to be very blunt in this video. I'm going to be very honest in this video about what I've observed and some of the things that are going on. So first and foremost, let me just show you guys a few things. I was able to clear out this entire area here. And so now it's just me, South Dutch, and Dutch West Papua. And at this stage of the game, I have some decisions to make because I just feel certain decisions were made by my teammates and that I thought were very, I would say, questionable. So let me give you an example, and then we'll just go through this. For one, as you can see, South Dutch Papua, these 43 guys he has here, these guys were once right on over here. And instead of him bringing those guys in to assist in the battle that we was having over here, he leaves and goes back here, and now he wants to come back. So I guess now he feels he can come back because why? Well, I've been fighting Roper Golf the whole time. And now he's not as strong. I weakened him up pretty good. So it makes sense now that he wants to try to come back down here as if he's doing me a favor. So I'm going to keep that in mind. These are the type of things as coalition and as teammates that I look at. And I judge it very, I don't want to say harshly, but I look at that as a clear sign, early on as to what kind of teammate I have. Because he saw that we were under duress in this area here. And instead of just bringing those troops in to assist, you run off and, now you want to come back. So now I've been fighting Roper Golf here for the longest. We've been going back and forth. And I've also been fighting Rockhampton here. I've been fighting him, keeping him off of my territories. As you can see now that I've cleared this area here, I can now bring in my reinforcements. So that would be that's going to help me out, and that's going to help me deal with these attacks. Now let's come down here and look. I have Brisbane. Let me see how experienced he is, because he seems to be, yeah, he's not that experienced. So I'll cut Brisbane some slack. But Brisbane is at least I can give him credit for trying to work with me and trying to expand and just trying to help the coalition the best way he could based on his knowledge. Sometimes, guys, we gotta realize everybody is not as ahead as we are, or they may not be as knowledgeable as we are on this game. So we got to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I will give Brisbane the benefit of the doubt. And I will also say that leads me to the next issue I'm seeing here, and that is we have Port Macquarie here and we have Sydney here, both parts of the coalition. Really, in my opinion, I can understand that you have to protect yourself, but at the same time, Brisbane has asked for some assistance, and I just feel it's very interesting that Port Macquarie is acquiring a lot of troops on this province, which I don't understand that. I don't know if he's about to do a sneak attack or do some kind of backstabbing. I don't know what he's planning on doing. But what's the purpose of that if that's what he's going to do? I mean, what's the purpose? If you're going to play a game and you're going to be in a coalition, to play it and then to backstab a teammate, I think that's pretty weak, and it makes the game kind of boring, in my opinion. So I don't know why he's bringing all these troops right here when he could easily bring them up in here and help Brisbane out and try to help put some pressure here so we can close this area out and move forward. But I don't get why you would keep these troops here and then instead of moving forward. So I have a complaint about that. Then I'm looking at Sydney here. Sydney said he was not going to be active and whatnot, but at the same time, you're just floating through here, and you're not. I mean, you could still be of an assistance to your teammates. I don't see why you don't do anything to try to send something up in this area if somebody's asking for help. Especially if you're not going to be on the game, just send some troops up there. So I find that to be very interesting. And, I'm not going to criticize too much because, like I said, the first thing you have to do in this game is defend yourself. Only thing I'm looking at is if you're going to be in a coalition, then I think it's a preconceived notion that you're going to assist those who are on your now I'm looking at Perth. Perth has expanded pretty well. He's made a deal over here or whatever the case may be. However, I'm going to criticize Perth a little bit too because there are some things that I think Perth can do as well to try to be more of a asset to the team. I understand you're not on the right side, but I just think there are other things you can do to assist. One of the things I would say is why not well, I won't be too critical of Perth. I'll keep an eye on Perth. But I'm just looking at the fact that we have 5 coalition members here, and we're not even able to work together to deal with um, these attacks. And so this is the part of the game that I find interesting, guys, and I love it because this is early in the game, so we got a long way to go. And there's no need to really panic or anything. It's just this is one of the first games where I actually played with a large coalition early. And so most of you guys are on my YouTube and whatnot. So I wanted to give this a try. And we're gonna work it. It's like I said, I'm enjoying it because I'm learning about how people think and how people see the game. And it takes time for people to trust you and trust that you know what you're doing and your leadership and things of that nature. So I can understand why some may be a bit hesitant, and I understand that part as well. Um, so right now we're dealing with we're like a new team, and we're trying to work through the kinks, if I may say. So I was a little harsh on my teammates. If any of you guys see this that is in this coalition, I was a little harsh, slightly, but I have to let you know what I'm thinking as I'm looking at this particular map and I'm looking at how we're playing as a team to try to achieve this goal. And right now, I would say if I had to grade our teamwork right now, it's not the best. The communication could have been better. For example, I didn't understand why South Dutch Papa left. He could have sent me a message saying, "Hey, I'm concerned about these guys up here. Would you be able to back me up so that I can bring some guys that I already got down?" Because this is another thing, guys. This is a time-sensitive game, so you don't have time to bring troops all the way down here and bring them all the way back up here and bring them all the way back. That's just wasting precious time. And when you're starting a new game, everything matters. Everything, time is very sensitive. So I thought I'd mention that because I think that's something that's overlooked is time. Right now, everything is extremely time sensitive. Once you secure everything and you take over a continent, okay, maybe you can let your feet down a little bit. But right now, you really gotta, put your feet on the gas. Like how we were able to clear that area out. He cleared that out, and we're gonna deal with this guy here. But who knows? You know, at this stage, we may want to put him in a coalition and kick somebody out of a coalition based on our production. Because at this stage, uh, you know, I have to do what's best for the coalition. So um, I'm going to keep everything on the table. And if we need to make a deal with Dutch West Papua, so we can build on this continent, and then expand from there, and that's just what we'll have to do. Um, but at this time, I'm not pushing that button. I'm just showing the options that you have in this game, where I don't ever feel I'm stuck in the situation. So I will give my coalition some time to get it together. Everybody that I have accepted into the coalition are still a part of the coalition, and I try to be loyal in that sense. So I'm not going to make any quick decisions, but I will also look at what's going on, where people are moving, and if they're moving for themselves. Because if you're playing for yourself, then you need to be in your own coalition or on your own team. But if you're going to be a part of a coalition, then yes, you're going to have to make some sacrifices for the team, and that's what I'll be paying attention to, and that's what I'll be watching out for moving forward. And until next time, guys, y'all stay tuned. And like I said, got a couple situations here, that I'll keep you guys updated on, especially this guy right here. All right, but until next time, I'll see you guys later.